Hi, I'm Harold Bell, and this is the Legends of Inside Sports and the Way We Were. Here on today's show, we're going to take another walk down memory lane. Since this is Black History Month, we want to take a look at some of those pioneers, those who blazed the trail for so many of us. And I'm talking about athletes like Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion of the world. He held the title from 1908 to 1915. He is the original, the greatest. And then there's my main man, Muhammad Ali. He copied the style of Jack Johnson, and he became the greatest. Jackie Robinson, the first black to play in Major League Baseball. He broke down the color barrier in 1947. He's called one of the greatest all-around athletes of all time. And they say baseball was not even his best game. It was football. And then there's hammering Hank Aaron, called the home run king of Major League Baseball. I know you question that when you know that Barry Bonds has more home runs than Hank Aaron. But the problem is that Barry Bonds allegedly took steroids. And are you aware that when Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth's record with his 715th home run, that his mother beat him to home plate? Okay. And then there's Paul Robeson, singer, actor, lawyer, activist, athlete, two-time All-American at Rutgers University. But today we're going to spotlight my man, the great Red Auerbach. He knocked down the NBA color barrier in 1950 when he drafted Chuck Cooper of Duquesne University as the first black, and he signed him. Red also, guess what, was the first to play 5 black players on the floor at the same time. And he hired the first black coach. He hired the first black general manager, all named Bill Russell. So let's take a look down memory lane and take a look at Red Auerbach. And then after that, I will be back and hope that you enjoy this great interview.
Welcome to Celebrity Sports Football, brought to you by Nike. Remind you, just do it. Hello, I'm Harold Bell, and my celebrity co-host is NBA Hall of Famer and President of the Boston Celtics, Red Auerbach. How you doing, Red?
Oh, pretty good. Nice to be here.
Red and I will be right back with our celebrity guest, former Celtic great and NBA Hall of Famer, Sam Jones.
The most efficient and effective exercise equipment in the world is you. When you walk, you exercise with the levers and weights of your own body. You lift it, you move it from side to side. You propel it forward, you push it, you push. You don't have to join a health club to walk. You are the machine. You are your own exercise equipment. Put on a pair of Nike walking shoes, open the door, and just do it. Just do it.
Red, what kind of shooter was Sam Jones?
I've never yet had a ball player that played for me that shot with confidence the way Sam Jones did. And you know, people don't understand how many hours you practice this. They think it's just natural. It's not natural. You got to be serious when you work on it. I didn't go out and take half-court shots because that's not what I'm going to shoot in the ball game. I've got the same shots that I'm going to take off our plays. And I knew all our plays, and I knew where my shots were coming from, and those are the shots that I took. And I tell all the kids today, when you're training out there by yourself shooting, don't take those shots you're not going to take in a game. Take the shots that you're going to be using in the ball game, and build it up where you have all the confidence in the world that the ball is going to go in. And they never understand, the young kids today, that the great athletes practice the hardest.
Celebrity Sports Call was brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it. Welcome to Celebrity Sports Call, brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it. Hello, I'm Harold Bell, and my celebrity co-host is NBA Hall of Famer and President of the Boston Celtics, Red Auerbach. How you doing, Red?
Well, pretty good. It's nice to be here.
Red and I will be right back with our celebrity guest, former Celtic great and NBA Hall of Famer, Sam Jones.
The most efficient, complete, and effective exercise equipment in the world is you. When you walk, you exercise with the levels and weights of your own body. You lift it, you move it from side to side. You propel it forward, you push it, you pull. You don't have to join a health club to walk. You are the machine. You are your own exercise equipment. Put on a pair of Nike walking shoes, open the door, and just do it. Just do it.
Sam, what was your greatest moment in sports?
They all are great, but you got my coach Red Auerbach there. And I'm going to give you something that he will remember. He had won 17 straight games. And the 17 straight games was, he had also won 17 straight games with the Washington Capitals. So we decided that we should have a curfew. And the curfew would be in his room. And we thought he had beer and Coke and pretzels and sandwiches all over his room. And he stayed in his room until about 2:30 in the morning. And the next day we were playing the worst team in the league. And we get beaten by 20 points. And Mr. Auerbach, that was the only curfew he had ever given to us in my 12 years of playing. And I tell you right now, that was a moment. It sure was, and I stopped giving curfews.
Celebrity Sports Call was brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it. Welcome to Celebrity Sports Call, brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it. Hello, I'm Harold Bell, and my celebrity co-host is NBA Hall of Famer and President of the Boston Celtics, Red Auerbach. How you doing, Red?
Well, pretty good. It's nice to be here.
Red and I will be right back with our celebrity guest, former Celtic great and NBA Hall of Famer, Sam Jones.
The most efficient, complete, and effective exercise equipment in the world is you. When you walk, you exercise with the levels and weights of your own body. You lift it, you move it from side to side. You propel it forward, you push it, you pull. You don't have to join a health club to walk. You are the machine. You are your own exercise equipment. Put on a pair of Nike walking shoes, open the door, and just do it. Just do it.
What was it like being the NBA's first sixth man?
Well, I felt good coming off the bench because we had the type of team that, and Harold, this is what, Red pointed out, one of the things is being in shape. The Celtics, as far as I'm concerned, never reported the camp out of shape. We reported the first day being ready to play. We had such a team that other teams couldn't afford to substitute and match up with us because of our ability to run up and down the court. And so when I came in the game, their players were tired. So I enjoyed coming off the bench because I knew that I could outrun everybody who had been playing. And so I was able to score a lot of layups, just from long passes from two. That's right, and you were probably one of the fastest in the league. But I tell you, you had one thing that used to drive everybody crazy. It was bad enough when I liked a cigar, but when you used to take a shot, when they used to switch on you, and what did you say? You say too late. Too late.
Celebrity Sports Call was brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it. Welcome to Celebrity Sports Call, brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it. Hello, I'm Harold Bell, and my celebrity co-host is NBA Hall of Famer and President of the Boston Celtics, Red Auerbach. How you doing, Red?
Well, pretty good. It's nice to be here.
Red and I will be right back with our celebrity guest, former Celtic great and NBA Hall of Famer, Sam Jones.
The most efficient, complete, and effective exercise equipment in the world is you. When you walk, you exercise with the levers and weights of your own body. You lift it, you move it from side to side. You propel it forward, you push it, you pull. You don't have to join a health club to walk. You are the machine. You are your own exercise equipment. Put on a pair of Nike walking shoes, open the door, and just do it. Just do it.
Hey, Sam, you do a lot of clinics. If you're going to advise the kids today about the game of basketball, what would you tell them?
Well, first of all, I would tell a kid he's got to have patience. And, I'm one of those now, because I came up behind two great backcourt people, Bob Cousy and Bill Chalmers, and they were just great. And certainly, coming out of a college, it's not a big college, but you have a lot of young players who are coming out of the big schools who want to play immediately. They want to have that impact as soon as they come in, not realizing that a coach has experienced players, players that he can count on, players that they've been with him for a long, long time. So the best thing for that kid to do is stay in shape and have patience.
That's right. They've got to be ready all the time because you never know when the opportunity is going to come up.
Celebrity Sports Call was brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it. Welcome to Celebrity Sports Call, brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it.
Hello, I'm Harold Bell, and my celebrity co-host is NBA Hall of Famer and President of the Boston Celtics, Red Auerbach. How you doing, Red?
Well, pretty good. It's nice to be here.
Red and I will be right back with our celebrity guest, Sam Jones.
The most efficient, complete, and effective exercise equipment in the world is you. When you walk, you exercise with the levers and weights of your own body. You lift it, you move it from side to side. You propel it forward, you push it, you pull. You don't have to join a health club to walk. You are the machine. You are your own exercise equipment. Put on a pair of Nike walking shoes, open the door, and just do it. Just do it.
Sam Jones, a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame, but one thing he did, he made the bank shot into an art. Sam, welcome aboard.
Thanks a lot, Coach. I don't call it Red, I call it Coach.
All right. Sam, you told me a story once about Will Chamberlain as you waited for him to come out to the corner.
First of all, Russell probably the greatest defensive player in basketball. But Will could have been just as great. But he hit it for Russell to make baskets. And if he made a switch and you pass the ball into Russell and Russell dunked one time, and Red knows about this. He got one dunk, Russell dunked for one time, Will Chamberlain was not going to come out to guard you anymore because he didn't like for Russell to score any point. And so I would always try to bait him to come out. I would say, come on out here, big fella. And as he started moving to him, I would shoot the ball and holler, too late. But once Russell scored that basket, he wasn't coming anymore, Hal.
Celebrity Sports Call was brought to you by Nike, who reminds you to just do it.
Red Auerbach, a living legend, a pioneer, innovator, Mr. Basketball, Mr. Celtics, winningest coach in the NBA, a great individual, and my friend. Hello, Red.
That was some kind of introduction. And keep it up, I might believe you.
Red, who do you admire and respect in sports history?
Well, Harold, there's so many of them, but I've always had a great deal of admiration for Jackie Robinson, Jesse Owens, and of course Bill Russell, played for me. But, you go on and on and on. I've got so many guys at the tip of my tongue. Even a guy like what John Thompson has done, and you talk with Doug Williams, you got Julius Erving, and the great athlete Jim Brown. But you have them in all sports, and not only sports. Hell, they're people, and I don't even think of it that way. I think of them as just great people and great athletes. I mean, you take Bill Russell. I mean, he's a brilliant guy. He's got a lot of depth to him. Now look at John Thompson. You know, and not only has he won and done so well as a winner, but look what he's done for the character of a lot of the kids that go to Georgetown. We don't know who you don't know Jackie has done as far as pioneering, but forget all that. He just was such a great athlete. Take Jimmy Brown. Oh, he's the greatest lacrosse player in history, as well as one of the tops, if not the top, fullback that ever played a game of football.
You know, Red, I've heard on many occasions they say that Jackie Robinson didn't even play his best sport. Baseball was not his best sport.
No, football, I think, was his best sport. Although he was quite a good basketball player, too. We've had a lot of arguments as to who's the greatest athlete, all-around athlete, of all time. And it's always come back to between Jackie Robinson and Jim Brown. You know, that really has done it, not the potential.
Red, let's talk about Bill Russell, but first, a commercial break. Red, what about Bill Russell's place in sports history?
People forget. They know how great he was, but they don't realize that Russell was such a winner. He won 11 championships in 13 years. 11 championships. You're talking about winning the close ones and performing in the clutch. I mean, there's a guy that did it.
Red, thanks again for being here on Inside Sports Calls. Now, thank you for your comments on one of my heroes, Jackie Robinson.
I was at this big affair for Jackie Robinson a couple weeks ago, about a month or so ago. And I had the pleasure of sitting with Jesse Jackson and Ella Fitzgerald. And I'll tell you, that was a memorable evening. I'll never forget it. It was super.
Yeah. Well, I bet, too, that they said the same thing that they were when it come to Red Auerbach, a class act and a class gentleman. This Inside Sports Calls was brought to you by the sponsor, who thanks you for your continuing support.
All right. That was Red Auerbach. I hope you enjoyed that walk down memory lane with the great Red Auerbach and Sam Jones. Well, that's going to be it for this segment of Inside Sports and the Way We Were. I want you to remember that every black face you see is not your brother, and every white face is not your enemy. Until next time, I'm Harold Bell, and you can color me gone.